Good morning, dear children. We had learned solution, its properties, components of a solution, etc. Today we are going to learn the concentration of a solution and a heterogeneous mixture suspension. Let us start our class with an activity. Take a glass of water, take some salt, add a little amount of salt into this water and stir it well. Now you can observe that this salt is dissolved in this water. That means now you got salt solution. Which are the two components of this solution? Yes, solute and solvent are the two components of a solution. Here the solute is salt and solvent is water. Again add a few amount of salt to this water and stir it well. Now also you can observe that the salt completely dissolved in this water. Again add a few more amount of salt to this water and stir it well. Now also it dissolved in this water. Repeat it. Again add salt to this water and stir. Now you can observe a small amount of salt at the bottom of this glass. That means this amount of salt didn't dissolve in this water. Can you say the reason? Yes. Here only a small amount of water is taken in this glass. A particular amount of water can dissolve only a certain amount of solute. Here the solute is salt. So no more solute can dissolve in it when this water reaches its limit. So when the water reaches its limit, then no more solute can dissolve in it, because this particular amount of water can dissolve only a certain amount of solute. Then we can call this solution as saturated solution. Then can you say what is a saturated solution? Yes. When no more solute can be dissolved in a solution, then that solution is called saturated solution. If we heat this solution, then we can observe that a few more amount of this solute will dissolve. Can you say why? when we heat a solution, then solute will dissolve. Yes, as the temperature increases, kinetic energy of the particles increases. So the diffusion, that is the intermixing of two particles, increases. So when we heat the solution, the diffusion of this solute particle increases. So the solute can dissolve in this water. But now you can observe certain amount of this salt at the bottom of this glass. So the solution is called a saturated solution. The amount of solute present in this saturated solution is called its solubility. So solubility is the amount of solute present in the solution at a particular temperature. That means the amount of solute dissolved in this solution is its solubility. The solubility of one substance is different from other. That means different substances have different solubility. The solubility of sugar is less than that of salt. അതായത് ഇവിടെ സോൾട്ടിൻ്റെ സ്ഥാനത്ത് ഷുഗറായി എടുത്തിരുന്നെങ്കിൽ നമുക്ക് ഇതിന് മുന്നേ സാച്ചുറേറ്റഡ് സൊല്യൂഷൻ കിട്ടിയത് ഇത്രയും എമൗണ്ട് സോൾട്ട് ആഡ് ചെയ്യേണ്ട വരത്തില്ല. അതിനു മുന്നേ യു വിൽ ഗെറ്റ് ദാറ്റ് സാച്ചുറേറ്റഡ് സൊല്യൂഷൻ ഓഫ് ഷുഗർ. ദാറ്റ് മീൻസ് ഡിഫറെൻറ്റ് സബ്സ്റ്റൻസസ് ഹാവ് ഡിഫറെൻറ്റ് സോളിബിലിറ്റി. ലെസ് എമൗണ്ട് മാത്രമേ ഷുഗർ വാട്ടറിൻ്റെ അകത്തുള്ളവർ ഡിസോൾവ് ആവത്തു. അതിന് മുന്നേ ആ ഷുഗർ പാർട്ടിക്കിൾസ് സെറ്റിൽ ഡൗൺ ചെയ്യുന്നതാണ്. കുറച്ച് എമൗണ്ട് ആഡ് ചെയ്യുമ്പോൾ തന്നെ അതിൻ്റെ ഡിസോൾവ് ചെയ്തതിൻ്റെ ബാക്കി സെറ്റിൽ ഡൗൺ ചെയ്യുന്നതാണ്. നേരത്തെ അന്നേരം സാച്ചുറേറ്റഡ് സൊല്യൂഷൻ കിട്ടും. സോ ഡിഫറെൻറ്റ് സബ്സ്റ്റൻസസ് ഹാവ് ഡിഫറെൻറ്റ് solubility. And what is a saturated solution? When no more solute can be dissolved in a solution, then that solution is called saturated solution. So this solution is now a saturated solution. Clear? And the amount of solute present in solution, that is the saturated solution, is its solubility. Clear? Let us do another activity. Take 2 glasses of water and then take potassium permanganate. Add a few amount of potassium permanganate to the first beaker, the first glass. Stir it well. Potassium permanganate solution. The solute present in this solution is potassium permanganate and solvent is water. The color of this solution is dark pink color. Then again add a few crystals of this potassium permanganate to the second beaker and stir it well. Now also you got potassium permanganate solution. But now you can observe that color of this solution in the second glass is lighter than the color of potassium permanganate in the first solution. Can you say the reason? Yes. Here the amount of potassium permanganate in this glass is higher. Here only a very few amount of potassium permanganate is added. So you got a solution with light pink color. We can say this solution as a concentrated solution and this solution a dilute solution. So concentrated solution means the amount of solute present in that solution is high. But in the case of dilute solution, the amount of solute is less. So we can say that concentration of a solution depends on the amount of solute present in that solution. Here the solute is potassium permanganate. Clear? Let us make a mixture by adding soil in water. You have seen this mixture in our previous class. What kind of mixture is this? Is this homogeneous or heterogeneous mixture? Yes, this is a heterogeneous mixture. Why? Because it has non-uniform composition. And this heterogeneous mixture is called suspension. What are the properties of the suspension? Can you say? Yes, you can see the particles present in this mixture by using your naked eye. That means particles can be seen by naked eye. The particles of suspension can be seen by naked eye. Can you filter this mixture? Yes. You can filter this mixture by using a filter paper. When we filter this mixture or the suspension, then these particles of the suspension, that means here the particles are soil particles. That particles will not pass through the filter paper. It will remain in that filter paper. That means suspension particles can be filtered and the particles can be seen by our naked eye. Why? Because the particle size is larger. In the case of solutions, there you have observed that the particles cannot be filtered and that particles cannot be seen by our naked eye. But in the case of the suspension, the particles can be seen by our naked eye and the particles can be filtered. And if we pass a beam of light through this suspension, then you can observe the path of the light. Why? Yes, the suspension particles are larger or bigger in size, so it can scatter the beam of light passing through it. So that is the another property of the suspension. It can scatter a beam of light passing through it. So the path of the light is visible. Then particles of suspension will settle down if we keep this mixture for some time. That means the suspension particles are unstable. In the case of solution, solution is stable, but suspension is unstable. Clear? And the size of the suspension particles are bigger than the size of the solution particles. So all these are the properties of suspension. The particles can be seen by our naked eye. The particles can be filtered. It will settle down if we keep the solution for some time. It can scatter a beam of light passing through it. Clear? What is a saturated solution? Yes, when no more solute can be dissolved in a solution at a given temperature, it is called a saturated solution. For example, if you dissolve salt or sugar in water, after some days it reaches a stage at which no more salt or sugar can be dissolved in water. Then we can say that that solution reaches its saturation point. Then what is solubility? Yes, it is the amount of solute present in the saturated solution at a given temperature. different substances have different solutions. Then what is an unsaturated solution? If the amount of solute contained in a solution is less than the saturation level, then we can say that that solution is an unsaturated solution. Clear? We have seen concentrated solution and dilute solution. The amount of solute in concentrated solution is higher than that of dilute solution. So concentration of a solution is equal to amount of solute by amount of solution. There are two ways of expressing the concentration of a solution. They are mass by mass percentage and mass by volume percentage of a solution. Then what is mass by mass percentage? Mass by mass percentage is equal to mass of solute by mass of solution into 100. You know that two components of solution are solute and solvent. Then mass by mass percentage is equal to mass of solute by mass of solution. That is the sum of the solute and solvent. That is the mass of solution into 100. Here this is expressing in terms of this percentage. That's why we are multiplying it with 100. So mass by mass percentage is equal to mass of solute by mass of solution into 100. The second way of expressing the concentration of a solution is mass by volume percentage of a solution. This equation is also similar to that of the first one. The only difference is mass of solute by volume of solution. That means 200 ml or 500 ml. The solution is expressed in terms of its volume in liters or milliliter. So mass by volume percentage of a solution is equal to mass of solute by volume of solution into 100. Here also we should multiply it with 100. So if a solution consists of 20 gram of sugar and 100 gram of water, then how can we calculate the concentration of a solution by mass percentage? Yes, it is equal to mass of solute by mass of solution into 100. Mass of solute is 20 gram of sugar. So mass of solute is 20. Then mass of solution is 20 plus mass of solvent, that is water, 100. 20 plus 100, that is 120. So 20 by 120 into 100. Clear? What are the properties of suspension? Suspension is a heterogeneous mixture. Particles of suspension can be seen by naked eye. When we pass a beam of light through the suspension particles, the path of the light is visible. This is because of the scattering of light by suspension particles. Another property is the solute particles of the suspension will settle down when it is left undisturbed. So we can say that suspension is unstable. You know that solution is stable, but suspension is unstable. And we can filter suspension. We can separate solute and solvent particles of suspension by filtration method. That's all for today. You should revise this topic. I do remind you one thing. Please don't search Google for writing the answers of assignment questions. You can find all the answers of the assignment questions from your textbook itself. You should watch the video. With the help of the video and by referring your textbook, you can write the assignment questions. If you need any help, you can contact Okay, thank you.